curve of that hair, coming then down like that. And then the neck here, there. Neck gives a real elegance. And here you can see how the neck is moving at that sort of angle. So now I've begun to really sort of place Raphael in this space, and the sort of key elements that enable a face to speak, say like the nostril, for example, they're quite dark, and so they grab our attention. And now I want to sort of look at this second eye, which sort of goes up and then goes down between the first and second. There. And then it beautifully follows that middle blue circle there. So we've got a nice flowing space. So from the chin it comes up, and then you've got this beautiful sort of semicircle holding everything together. And then the second eye over here. And then we've got this got the bridge of the nose, so coming in at a slight angle like that. And then nose comes it's just a slight flare, which gives it a strength of presence. And then we've got this second nostril, something like that. And when it comes to the nose, because the head is turned slightly that way, the angle here is really important. If it's straight at you, then the angles are going to be equal on either side. But as you turn, you'll find that the one that's in profile finally will become acute like this and continuous. As you move that way, then the bridge, it slightly changes. And if I was, say, for example, here to make this like that, that would be completely in profile. It's not going to look right here. So I've got it to about there. Slightly more exaggerated. And then there's a sort of, this is something peculiar in icons. You get this sort of strong bridge, which some people talk about being like the third eye. And then it's going to go in slightly and come round like that. Look very carefully at that nose. It's a bit of a funny shape. And it all happens between these two green lines, the middle green line and the outer green line. All of your nose is inside of there, with the nostrils flaring off either side. So make sure you keep that nose inside there like that.
Can you all hear me? You all hear me? Did you hear me before when it froze? No, that was a microphone thing. I was asking if you noticed there was a mistake. Did you notice the mistake? Anybody? Okay. Basically, I put on the left-hand side the model with the geometry over the top. It actually was not the geometry that I finally did and that was drawing to. So if you compare the example that you can see clearly with then what you can actually see through the paper when I'm explaining it, you'll see that the nose is positioned differently.